Hi, Taurus. Good to be back. I'm glad to have you here with me. It's been about a month and a half since I've been doing readings. I hope you've been well. And yeah, I'm really glad to be back. It's great to be reading tarot again on YouTube. So please remember, same old thing. Please remember to hit the like button if you are enjoying the videos. Share with friends and family, and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. I need subscribers and likes. I would really appreciate that. If you'd be interested in a private reading with me, I do them on Zoom, so you can book that through my website, tarotbyginger.com. And there are a number of options there. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, the types of readings I offer are there. And you'll get a Zoom link, and I'll be notified, and we'll do a reading that I'll record and email to you afterwards so that you have the reading. Okay, let's see, what else do I want to tell you? So I do know there are a lot of things, I'm not an astrologer. If I didn't have a full-time job, I'd probably know more about it, but I do know that there are a lot of things going on in the universe right now that affect us. The astrology of the day definitely affects our attitudes and outlooks. Our perceptions change from day to day, don't they? They can they can change from day to day, and the planets really have a lot to do with that. So I don't claim to know a lot about it, but I'm going to read some tarot and oracle cards, and we'll see what the energies are for you Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, the consciousness of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of November 2022. Just to let you know, I will be doing a mid-month review each month, so I'll be doing the monthly and then the mid-month review so we can see what's happening. All right? Okay. I'm going to start with a deck called Angelarium. Some of these angels are, I look at these all the time because I really love the deck, and they're not the type of angels that we usually think of as angels, and not the kind of figures that we think of as angels, like on Doreen Virtue decks. But these are angels of the Tree of Life from the Kabbalah, and let me read for you what it's about. So the angels. So here's, one can see the Tree of Life as a literal tree, as a body, or as it is often intended, as a diagram to describe our inner experiences. This organization reveals the relationships of each sphere in turn, and each of those relationships spawns forth a new concept. This is the domain of angels. They are fire made flesh. An insight into their nature gives them life, and with that life, a new character emerges. Each of these figures stands upon a ley line between points on the tree, inviting us to explore its meaning more deeply. And let me see if I can find the Tree of Life here. Might be in the back. Here's what it looks like. So between each line, they're saying this is where the angels are, because they are here to help guide us on our path. So let me change the my screen, how things are looking here, so that you can see me and the cards. Okay, there we go. Okay, looks like we're good. Okay, so let me pull one of these cards for you to see what angel is working with you this month. If we're not being honest with ourselves, that angel will appear, and they kind of hunt us down until we become honest with ourselves, because they have our best interests. That's their job. Our best interest is their job. And so if they need to warn us, if they need to keep nudging us, they will. If there's forgiveness that's necessary, if we need to forgive someone, they will urge us to go through that process. So let's see what angel we have for the consciousness of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of November 2022. My readings are not timeless because I want to know what is happening in your world this month. Okay. We have Shalagiel. Let's see. Shalagiel. I love this angel. She's beautiful. She's lighthearted and joyful. Aries also got this angel. I did a meditation before the reading for Aries, and I saw this angel, and it turns out that's the one she got. For you, Taurus, I'm feeling, I did do a meditation before I came in, and I just feel as though there's, we're all feeling a little unsettled because of the energies in the environment, in the universe right now. But I'm getting that, you're not being dishonest, you're not forcing people to give you your way, because Taurus, when Taurus wants its way, rather than being direct and saying, I want this and I will have this, or else, this is not working for me, whatever it is. You're like a steamroller. Your calm, gentle nature betrays the strength that you have to move, Earth. So I feel as though really you're working through those kind of things, and so that you're not a steamroller. I sense a bit of maturity, of growth in the area of emotional maturity for you. So that's very nice. So let me read to you about this angel. Shalagiel, the angel of snow. The bravery of happiness in the face of sadness. Happiness that stands against the stark cold and does not shiver. The winter is heralded by the fall of snow as Shalagiel dances, each step as unique as the snowflakes that frolic about this angel. The quiet reveler of winter, Shalagiel moves over the rime, R-I-M-E, a bright and joyous visage amidst a harrowing landscape. Now that landscape back there, I see that as being the consciousness of humankind at this time. There are a lot of negative things occurring in the world right now. Its presence brings relief to those who seek escape from an overburdened world. Take refuge from what ails you. It is time to recover. In this deck, each angel has signs that it shows you. She will show you a snowflake, a seed, or a pine tree. So, you know what? It's only October, but November's right around the corner. But you may see a snowflake here and there over the next coming weeks. A seed. So a seed could be pine nuts, are seeds, all kinds of seeds. Nuts are seeds. So maybe you'll see a nut or something that is a seed in an out-of-place location. Or a pine tree, and it doesn't have to be an actual pine tree, although it can be, and it would be a pine tree that gets your attention for some reason. Or it can be the painting of a pine tree, and you notice them, like wherever you go, you see these pine trees all over. It is nearing the Christmas season, and if you go to the store, Halloween is not even there anymore, and it's not even Halloween, and Thanksgiving is barely there, but Christmas is there in a big way. So these are signs that this beautiful angel of snow is around, helping you to relax, because I feel as though you have been trying to work something out that you really have no control over. And I feel as though you are coming to accept that and making some determinations about how you can work with that in your life, okay? It's very positive. All right. Next, here we go. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards. So these are all the cards that I'm going to be using today. I'm not going to be doing a full Celtic Cross tarot reading, but I'm going to be using 9 cards. So I hear my doggy outside barking. He wanted to go out, and I left him with the fam, and now he's out there barking to come in. And I'm not going to let him in because he's going to be disrupting me. So let's see. He wants to play ball, but we played ball about an hour ago. So he's a funny guy. Here we go. I'm going to take it. Oh, you have 2. Here we go. I'm taking it because of the way they came out. Oh, boy. This is beautiful. Radical self-acceptance. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. Now, this woman had a mastectomy, and she accepts herself. She does not fear it. She's not bitter. She accepts it, and she's grateful that she is alive, even though she had to have a breast removed. She's grateful to be alive, and she's a beautiful woman. And if she was not if she was not accepting of it, if she was bitter about it, if she was ashamed of it, she would be leaning over like this and all hunched over, and look at how beautiful she is. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. The next card that flew out is called Inner Life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. And it is because we don't feel this way about ourselves without focusing on how we feel inside. And that's really good for Taurus, because Taurus can really get distracted by doing. You're an active person. Taurus is very active and focused on the material world. Yet you do have a great sense of spirituality as part of your makeup. So your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. So I'm guessing that there has to be something going on for you where you're gaining maturity in the way that you see yourself. And I have a message here. It's you're seeing that, boy, a lot of signs have been getting the same message. You're seeing that that you are a force to be reckoned with, that you are very valuable in the world, that you have something to say, something of value, that you have something to give of value, and that it's time to stop playing games around that. Take yourself seriously, because you have serious work to do in the world. It's amazing. A lot of people, all the signs so far have been getting this similar message, so it must be what's going on in astrology. And accept yourself. You have if it's your service to be a speaker of some kind, be that speaker. Be a great speaker. If you are a gardener, be that. Be a great gardener. Put your heart and soul into it, because this is what you're here to do. You're here to be of service in some way. And you would know the way you are to be here in service, because it's the desire of your heart. Pay attention to your inner life so that you can cultivate the gifts that you've been given to perform this service in your life. Okay? Nice. Very nice. I'm going to pull a card from the Dreams of Gaia. Okay, we have abundance. I kind of knew it was going to be something like this. What a beautiful card, huh? Beautiful card. I love the dragon. The dragon is her spirit guide. Her spirit guide that helps her to be the good gardener, be the great gardener, to be the abundant gardener. The dragon helps her. Kind of nourishes the work that she does, the way that only spirit guides can do. She's feeding a bird from her hand as though it's a natural thing. So I'm going to say that maybe it is gardening, but maybe you're cultivating something else that you can offer to the world. A garden is a beautiful example of offering something to the world because it's almost free to have a garden if you keep your seeds and cultivate them year after year. And it's a gift to the world. So it's an alchemy too. You're working, you put in the work and you leave the rest to your spirit guides and to the divine, right? So there's an alchemy to that. It's beautiful. Very nice. Okay, we're going to pull some tarot cards now. So what does the Spirit of God and the Spirit Guides of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising signs want Taurus to know for the month of November 2022? Sun, Moon, Rising for Taurus's highest good. What will be helpful for them? What beautiful gifts do you have for them? And tools to give them along the way. We have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Let me see something here. You know, I know that Taurus is a loyal energy. Taurus gets into relationships and is a loyal energy, and typically would not even date someone that they didn't consider worthy of them. You know, the Taurus doesn't really want to mess around with that. So Knight of Cups, the suit of Cups is about our emotions, learning about our emotions. How do they work for us? How do they harm us? How, if we ignore them, they don't go away and they just become a problem. We need to work through them. The horse and the flowers. So we have these pink, red kind of roses and the white horse. The roses, I'm going to say, are a symbol of purification, spiritual purification. So the only way that happens is if we are honest with ourselves about how we're feeling. Now, because this is a knight, and the white horse is about spiritual purity. The Knight of Cups is really hesitant to spill anything out of that cup of love that it has. Yet, you've got to spill it. You've got to make the mistakes. You've got to have the misunderstandings, the miscommunications, the I have no idea how to do this moments in order to become really good at understanding your emotions. We make mistakes. And so there's a sense of vulnerability here because this knight has a fear of making mistakes. So think about it this way. Vulnerability is when we make a mistake and we say it out loud. We make a mistake, we say it out loud. It's, cuts the pain of it in half by doing that with, not with everybody, but with trusted friends. This way, it doesn't become a secret that you harbor and keep to yourself. That makes us sick when we do that. We need to talk about our honest feelings with our close friends and family members. Sometimes we may want to wait until it resolves And we can say, this is what happened, I want to tell you what happened. So blah, blah, blah. And then, I realized that this was what I was doing. And so this is how I resolved it. You don't have to, unless you're seeking advice, or comfort, you don't really need to talk about the whole process before it's completed. But if it's something that you need comfort for, talk about it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to ask questions about your emotions. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Now, the Four of Pentacles, I read something, it was very interesting, but I can't really remember. Typically we think of the tarot readers think of the Four of Pentacles as someone who is holding on too much to their money, very stingy. Frugal is one thing, but stingy, oh no, that's not healthy. That's not good. It may be that right now you're concerned about your money with what's going on in the world. We have inflation, and it is around the world. We have a war in Ukraine that's disrupting food resources. You may be concerned about that. And look at the cat. The cat is so funny. He's got a mouse. Oh my God, I got the mouse. Believe it, you got it. You got what you need. And if you have fears, talk to someone about it and ask them just to listen, because it's not that you're looking to get a solution to a problem. You're not asking for advice. You're just voicing concerns. Talk about it. And then we have the beautiful Two of Cups, which is an amazing partnership. So either you're in a partnership, the story is about being in a partnership, or someone is coming your way, and it's probably I'm going to say it is a romantic partnership. I see the lovers as the business partner, believe it or not, but in most of my readings, that's how it kind of comes up. So I see here a beautiful partnership where you meet someone, and it's as though instantly I only have eyes for you, and the other person feels the same way, and you really work well together as partners in a romantic way. All right, let's see how the story develops. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, and with this Two of Cups energy, because with the Two of Cups, mistakes are expected to happen. Forgiveness is readily available because mistakes are expected to happen. That relationship would not be able to take place if the other person did not believe that. So make mistakes. Mistakes happen. And mistakes usually happen because we're not really thinking clearly, or we're stressed out and we're not at all thinking. So that's what that's about. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 more cards. This is the Lo Scarabeo Tarot. Okay. See how your story develops, Taurus. We have the Four of Swords going within the inner life, just like this inner life card, going within, asking yourself questions about why you're doing certain things, how you can be a better partner in this relationship, how you can be less fearful about your money situation right now, what you can do to accept things as they are, and taking any action you can to make changes, because with things like what's happening in the world, we can do things like vote. We can send emails or write letters to our representatives here in the United States. We're lucky we can do that. Or our local officials, right? We can write letters to the Attorney General's office, or anybody, the controller's office of the state of whatever state you live in. We can do that. And that's a way of acting on our behalf. We can be involved in protests, peaceful protests. We can find ways of talking to people with different points of view in a way that does not put them down or demean them or make them feel stupid. Because if we approach everybody as a brother or sister, as though we are equal, you can have that approach. Maybe the other person won't have that same approach to you, and then you can just end the conversation on that topic. But those are things that we can do to help ourselves relieve that kind of global stress. All right, so you're going within, and it's right under that Knight of Cups, who is afraid to make a mistake. We have the Queen of Wands. That's a beautiful energy, because she is the energy of, she's the manager of our passions. She is the queen of the fire signs. Fire signs are fiery and passionate, full of spiritual passion. So the desire of your heart, the gardening, whatever it is that is the desire of your heart, she's here to help you cultivate that. She's a very beautiful, positive energy, okay? So she's here to help you, it looks like, to help you work out those fears that are caused by what's happening in the world. And then we have the Six of Wands, and that is the victory card. And this card comes under the Two of Cups. So here we have the Knight of Cups, a little worried about making mistakes in relationships, because Cups deals with emotions, about making mistakes. Well, if you make the mistake, you can make it right. Ask the person, how do I make it right? We all make mistakes. The vulnerability, this is victory, in that you are able to find a way to be vulnerable, to admit your mistakes, to be open to listening to the other person's point of view. And if you still don't understand how the mistake happened, or why you have trouble with it, talk to someone, a confidant that you trust and has experience in that particular area of life. Okay, I'm going to use a different deck now. This is looking mighty fine, Taurus. Nice reading. Yeah, and when it comes to the emotions, when we feel hurt, we need to talk about that too, because you don't want to pretend like you're not. That's another way that we can be blocked, because many humans don't like a confrontation. It's something that we fear. We play it over and over and over in our head, what we're going to say to this person, because we know that they're going to point their finger at us and say it's all our fault and blah, 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 and you did this, and you know what, don't even go there. That's a story you're making up and telling yourself. You don't know what the other person's going to do. From moment to moment, they may surprise you. So if you have problems listening to someone else, maybe practice that a little bit. Practice your listening skills. King of Swords. There you go, bingo. That's right under the Knight of Cups, the going within to your inner life to cultivate the garden there. And the King of Swords brings you clarity. This is called manifestation. The King of Swords brings you clarity, clear thinking, clear thought, logic, maybe a little bit too much logic. Don't be too logical. Emotions have nothing to do with logic. There's nothing logical about emotions. So accept that. And the Queen of Wands, she'll be the first one to tell you that. And she'll laugh at you if you try to be logical about emotions. And she'll laugh at you in a teasing way, and then she'll say, darling, let me explain emotions to you. Right? So this King of Swords is transformed. You see the butterfly there underneath the crown. And the heart, because the King of Swords at his highest level has reckoned his intellect with his heart and has come to a middle place of understanding that they need to be connected. So he may not like, the energy may not like that emotions are not logical because it's not something that he can easily wrap his head around, but he kind of gets it, okay? So you're going to get the clarity that you need to. Oh, and then we have the Seven of Wands. I like the Seven of Wands. Here is a border collie doing its job, setting boundaries with those sheep. That's your job. Set your boundaries. Setting your boundaries is important. And this is in the column about the Four of Pentacles, where you may, you certainly don't want to be a stingy person. There's something not healthy about that. There's nothing wrong with being frugal, but don't be ridiculous. And if you need to put money away, then put your money away. Put some money away. Make a plan. The Queen of Wands is here to help you with that fear that you may be sensing. And you can set boundaries easily, and you can hold up your boundaries. You are well within your rights to set your boundaries around this money issue. And this is very important for Taurus, because Taurus is all about the ching-ching. That's what this sign is all about. The Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is not just about love, but also about luxury and money and what money means to us. So set your boundaries. What makes you comfortable in the area of money? And that's what it's about. Okay, and the last card. Oh, look at this, Taurus. You get the Sun. What a nice card. So this is the column with the Two of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Victory card, and now you have the Sun. Look at that, you're together. I think everything is going to work out great in this relationship that you're so afraid of making a mistake with. I think everything is going to be great. So don't worry. Keep the focus on yourself. Accept who you are, and be open with who you are. Don't be afraid of it. You don't have to spread it all around, but you have people who you're close to, and those are the people who count. Cultivate the garden of your inner life. All right, I have the secret language of light. So these cards are about the light that is transmitted from God to us directly. There are definitely transmissions of light from the universe to the earth, and from, at different times, whatever is going on in the universe, in our universe, around us, the light transmissions will be different. So let's see what's up here for you. I don't like the way that's split. Okay. Ooh, soulcraft. Wow. That looks interesting. Let's see what that means, soulcraft. I don't know. I think it's a really good card. And I see the richness. As soon as I really looked at this card, I saw the richness in the red and the gold, and it feels like Venus to me, like Venus energy. So let's see what that means. Soulcraft. Beautiful. The thoughts, ideas, and topics you incessantly discuss are crafting your life. So focus on ones that make your heart smile. You are ready to receive answers from your soul about any topics, thoughts, or ideas you want to change. Be wise in your crafting, and the path of least resistance will call you. Different soul vibrations will inspire different actions. If you're feeling tired, your inspired action will be to rest or sleep. If you're feeling love, you will be inspired to do things that emulate love in your day. We all sense with our soul, but often override it with the rational mind, right? That's that logic of the King of Swords. Trust your soul is bringing you the most up-to-date information. Absolutely. And this is what I was saying about the energy that everybody seems to be feeling from my readings is that, we need to take what we're doing seriously because we're here for a purpose. We have our purpose. What is that purpose? Don't belittle yourself in any way to keep you from your purpose. The thoughts, ideas, and topics you incessantly discuss are crafting your life. So focus on ones that make your heart smile. Yes, indeed. That's the point. Okay. I have, to finish up, an Archangel Metatron card for you. This is a great reading for the month. Very abundant. You have the Snow Angel here to bring you lightheartedness and joy in the face of, a lot of issues in the world that are affecting your sense of security, I think. And, the universe, the divine is asking you to focus on yourself. Focus on what you can do to be good to yourself so that you have joy in your life, so that you're honest with yourself, so that you can be a real human being, one who is vulnerable, one who is creative, one who makes mistakes, one who recovers from mistakes and is victorious. All right, here we go. Nice reading, Taurus. Thank you. We have Lilac, Higher Realms and Magic. Woohoo! Well, I would say there are some higher realm energies here. We have the King of Swords, the Sun, the Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups is major, and the Victory card, as is the Knight of Cups. So, higher realms and magic are working in your favor. And we think of, it's like when sometimes I say, I can't make this stuff up. The readings that I get, it's like the next card that comes out says exactly what I've been saying throughout the reading. It's like, I can't make this stuff up. That's magic. That's magic for us. So thank you, Taurus. I know you're going to have a great November. And I wish you well until then. And I'll see you mid-month. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.